What's up guys, this is your boy, the Chicken90 over here, back with another video for Injustice 2 Mobile. And in this video, we're going to look at the release of Lex Luthor and the upcoming update. That's what we're going to discuss. And I'm going to divide this video into a couple of parts because it's already pretty late at night. You can probably see the time as well, but yeah, it's late at night. So I'm going to divide this video into two parts because there are a ton of things out there. There are a ton of things out there in the patch notes. So I'll leave a link of the patch notes as well, so that you can have a look. But kind of going through the explanations of what it is and what I think about it, I'm going to break it down into a couple of parts. So the first part here would be to look at Lex Luthor, and the first part will cover Lex Luthor, the abilities, and the descriptions. The second part is going to cover the changes that are going to happen in the upcoming update, and it has been discussed, it has been written, but how it is acting in the game, that is something that we'll see later on. So let's look at it. Patch notes, update 6.6, Lex Luthor is confirmed. The update is coming on 15th of December. That is also confirmed. These are confirmed news. So let's look at DC Universe Lex Luthor. So Lex Luthor is gonna be free. Alright. So as you can see, for free through a limited time login calendar, only available between December 15th to December 23rd. Make sure to log in every day. You're gonna get Lex Luthor for free. That's awesome, guys. That's similar to the DC Universe Superman, and that's a great thing. So free legendary. And there has been upgrades to the solo raids. There will be a lot of changes to the solo raids, which again I'll cover in the second part of this patch note covering video, update video basically. And they have revamped the Apocalypse artifact as well. We're going to look at that again in the second part. So let's look at DC Universe Lex Luthor. So Lex Luthor is going to be a tech legendary, and it is going to introduce a lot of new mechanics in the game. So one of the new mechanics in the game is going to be funds, and that is what he is going to use to perform specials. So he's not going to use power for specials. So that's completely a new mechanics. Previously we had seen for Batman Who Laughs, the crisis energy, where you're kind of boosting your specials with the crisis energy for all the Batman Who Laughs kind of teammates. Like you have Batman on the ground as well as Robin King. They could boost the specials with the crisis energy, but they would still use the power. But that is completely off right now, guys. So instead of using the power, it's going to be funds. But let's look at Lex Luthor here. Passive one is Luthor Corp. Lex draws on the immense influence of Luthor Corp. As conflicts unfold, he strategically gathers funds. Like I said, it's going to be funds. That's going to be the main mechanic behind Lex Luthor. So unleash his full might to crush his adversaries. Gain. So this is one new thing they have introduced in this patch notes. Level 3 to 7, they have clearly mentioned what's the level up. Previously that was not there. Whatever stats was kind of mentioned was the highest level stats, but right now it is kind of showing that when you're at level 3, you're gonna have 6 gain funds per second, while any teammate other than the Raptor is active. Stacks up to 100. So how this stacks up to, sorry, 1000, I beg your pardon, it's 1000. So 1000 into 10, so 10,000 funds. What does it do? We don't know yet. So we'll have to go through once the game is live. We'll see like 10,000 funds, how powerful that is. We'll get to know. Gain additional plus 10 funds per second when Lex is active and his shield is active. Lose 5 funds per second when Raptor is active. So there's this concept, like you'll have to use Raptor. It's similar to like getting in another character in, like you do with Brainiac's Special 3, the Parademons in with Darkseid as well. So it's similar to that. If funds reach 0, Raptor tags out. So you have this kind of mechanism going in. That is all about passive one. It doesn't tell what explicitly it does from a damage perspective. It just tells funds are getting used, and funds build up. That is what it explains. Passive 2, lot of things, lot of details. That's why this is two-part video. Passive 2, expendables. To achieve his goals, Lex manipulates others to do his bidding, blah blah blah. Alright, so Raptors get Lex's gear set bonuses and inherit 60 to 100% of all Lex's attributes. Artifact is giving attributes to Lex, but the mechanics work only on Raptor. So interesting thing. So one of the examples that they have mentioned is with Joker as Batarang, that if you're getting 3 fast attack hits, you can get a percentage of that 3 fast attack hits to Lex, but it will not apply to Lex. rather it will apply to the raptor, basically, the kind of the parademon thing that's gonna come in, and they're gonna get more of that attributes. Okay, and as a result, instead of 3 fast attack hits, you would end up doing 4 fast attack hits, although there is a cap of 3. So a lot of interesting, twists and turns of mechanisms kind of going on, so which will be evident enough once the game goes live. So then you have 90% to 150% of all Raptors damage is accumulated and can be dealt back to an opponent with the next special 3. So everything is accumulated. That's a good thing. Like what I'm thinking is, some synergy with stuns. So you can stun, do a lot of damage, store it, and do SP3. So that possibility is there. Let's look at Raptors special attacks are also cast with funds. So even Raptors funds, everything is with funds. It's money, guys. It's money. As simple as that. It's money, guys. Special 1 costs 105 funds. All Raptors damage become lethal for 10 seconds per fund level. That's an interesting thing that now they're boosting lethal. Let's look at, like I just mentioned, stun, and we have special 2. Trust me, guys, I haven't read it before. Special 2, costs 135 funds, stun for 5 seconds, 1 additional second per fund level, 30% chance to stun raid bosses per fund level. So funds also have levels. Interesting. They have a lot of concepts. So until and unless, from a theory perspective, it will be very difficult to kind of visualize until and unless you kind of see it in the game. Special 3 costs 165 funds. Accumulated damage is dealt 1 additional time per fund level spent. What I can say in a simplified way, money, baby, money. That is what's required. Alright, so on Raptor Tag Out, they explode, inflicting 50% blind and attack stat damage per each 10% of health. Lot of things, guys. Lot of things. We'll see once it's there in the game. We'll try to understand. But what I can see, even at level 3, the amount that you're getting is pretty good. Like you can see, like 1100% attack stat damage. Whether it's the base one or whether it's after the attributes kind of come into the raptor and then that percentage gets increased is something that we need to see once the game is live. Let's look at passive 3, that is internal force field. Lex Luthor is shielded by an advanced energy barrier that absorbs damage and regenerates while he's clear of combat. So it's kind of healing type of thing. Yet this reliance is absolute. If the shield fails, Lex loses all mitigation, taking increased damage, a stark reminder that beneath the tech that he's just a man. Oh goodness, long descriptions, literally long descriptions. On battle start, DC Universe Lex Luthor gains the shield equal to 38 to 50%. That is 38 at level 3, star level 3, and 50 at star level 7. The shield regenerates of its capacity per second while he is not in combat. Once it is fully destroyed, it cannot be regenerated. So keep in mind, like whenever it is going to be destroyed, you can probably see the shield bar, and as it's gonna get destroyed, you'll have to tag out. Lex has 300% increased incoming damage when he has no shield, so that's a weakness. That's why it's all this long explanation about the weakness itself. Let's look at special 1, overcharge. So this number that you see, 50, 100, 150, this is the funds that is required basically. DC Universe Lex Luthor overloads his personal force field to pulse a shockwave towards his opponent and partially restore his shield energy. Okay, so with special 1 you can actually restore the shield, which is a good thing because then you can technically not run out of the shield. The energy restored is based on his fund level when overcharge is used. Okay, fund levels, again, different levels of funds, 50, 100, 150, level 1 to 80, it kind of escalates. Alright, you have your Kryptonite Bullet as well, which is the next one. Steps back, touches his earpiece to issue strategic command, blah blah blah. Damage is permanently increased. Raptor's lethal damage. Lethal damage increase, guys. That's gonna be awesome. And that is gonna be till 900% per fund level. Lethal damage can exceed cap. This is gonna be a game changer in the game, guys. This is gonna be a game changer in the game because this is completely new mechanics. Relying on lethal damage, pair with Brainiac, you get all the boosts because lethal damage already boost is there from Brainiac's SP1, SP2s. Permanently reduce opponent's defense as well, maximum 50%, which is technically like almost 0 for most of the raid bosses. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. So special 2 is gonna do a lot of stuff, guys. It's gonna change the game. Special 3, the Raptor. DC Universe Lex Luthor summons a Raptor soldier to the battlefield to fight for him, similar to the Parademon, similar to Brainiacs. The funds invested when the Raptor is summoned and reinforces durability and combat capabilities. Summon a Raptor, it does damage on tag in. Raptor summons with 35% of its max health per fund level. Again, this fund level, as you can see, 100, 200, 300. I think this is just depending on the level of the character itself and how it kind of improves. So this raptor, along with everything together, is gonna do a good amount of damage, with lethal damage specifically. So a lot of things, guys. You can see raptor also has different specials. Raptor has different specials. This is, it automatically inherits the level of Lex's specials as it's mentioned here, but it also does different things, like it can stun, additional second, as well as deal accumulated damage. Guys, this is gonna be very interesting mechanics, and I just can't wait to get my hands on it. It's gonna be on 23rd, so it's gonna be a bit of a wait, probably a couple of weeks to get hands on Lex Luthor in the game, and I'm excited. I'm waiting for it. So as I always say, let's get the party started, and wait for part two. This is part one of the patch notes because it's a long patch note, guys. So we'll have to, break it down. It's gonna be a long video otherwise. So thanks again for watching this video, guys. Hit the like button and subscribe button if you haven't done already. This is your boy, the average gamer 98 over here, with somewhat a broken beard. You guys take care, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.